All right, so I'm here with Michelle Pratt, and we are going to be making strawberry blondies today. Taking a little break from cooking, and we're going to be baking. I don't know why I decided to do this on this 90-degree humid day, and I don't have central air, but that's okay. If we look sweaty, don't worry about it. So these are awesome. They're so yummy and delicious, and they're a perfect summer dessert. So we'll just jump right in and show you how we make them. There are a bunch of products that we use along the way. Starting with our cutting boards, we have these flexible cutting mats. They're awesome. You can cut on them and then just kind of like slide the products into whatever dish you're using. And our paring knives are amazing. I use them for pretty much everything. So Michelle, do you want to start with the strawberries? I'm just cutting off the tops of 12 of them.
I can handle that.
Yeah, I think you can. I think you can. And then what we're going to do is Michelle's cutting the strawberries, and then we're going to, there are 12 strawberries, and we're going to take 6 of them and throw them in our rapid prep mandolin. The camera angle is a little funny, so you can see our table here, but the rapid prep mandolin, or sorry, this isn't the rapid prep mandolin. It is.
I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm like, wait, no, that's the wrong product. This is our manual food processor, and it has the blade inside, and it's just like a little handheld. You can keep it out on your counter. It's so much easier than, the big food processor, and I use this all the time. So we're going to throw half the strawberries in here and chop them up to really fine, like finely chopped. And then we're going to mix in some melted white chocolate to add just a touch of sweetness to the brownie. Blondies. So Michelle, you can go ahead and throw half of them in there. Yep. And then you can finely chop that. And while she's doing that, I'm going to get, these are our 1 cup prep bowls. They see along the side, you probably can't see that. You can sort of see that there are letters there, numbers. So you can just measure directly in here, which is so much easier. You don't have to dirty up 2 things. So I need a half a cup of white chocolate chips. So I'm going to go ahead and throw those in here and melt them in the microwave. All right, so
is that how you did it?
Yep, that's perfect.
So then show you how the food processor works. Nice and chopped strawberries. It's one of my favorite products.
So we have also the mini skinny, which is one of my favorite things. I'm just going to use this. It's a tiny little spatula, and it is perfect for small jobs. You saw I had the 1 cup prep bowl. So this is perfect to mix the white chocolate on, trying to melt it, and then we're going to throw it into the manual food processor and mix it with the strawberries. Give us just a second to get this melted. And actually, I had told Michelle I was going to put this in here. The bowl gets hot, so I'm using our microwave cozy. This is just a little product. They're actually being discontinued, so if you want to get some of these, get them. Do we still have them, or were they discontinued at the end of July? They might be gone. I love mine. I don't know why we're getting rid of them, but we are. So melting the white chocolate, gonna mix it up a little bit and put it back in. What else do we have to do here? So we can continue while we are going to melt. It's kind of a lot of butter in this recipe. They're absolutely delicious, so don't worry about how much butter you're eating. Just don't even think about it. That's my mantra.
That's right.
We are melting 1.5 sticks of butter. So we're gonna get those ready to put in the microwave when the chocolate comes out. Here, can you go ahead and do that? Because I need to keep mixing this. Let me put this one out there.
We might not need to microwave it.
Yeah, I did that on purpose. I left it out in this heat, thinking that it would be halfway done. Maybe it's more than halfway done.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
That's okay.
Yeah, it works. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We seriously might not have to microwave this.
Okay. We need it to be liquid because it has to go in the mixer.
I think I got it all.
All right, yeah, so that's a mess. Now you can see just how hot it is here. We weren't kidding when we said gross. I don't know where you guys are, whoever's watching this, but if you're not here in lovely Massachusetts in August, you might not realize just how humid it is in New England at this time of year. If you didn't realize it before, you might kind of realize it now that you're seeing this absolute mess that was butter on my counter a couple hours ago. Anyway, we needed melted butter, so melted butter is what we will provide. Just gonna finish getting the chocolate ready.
And this is another favorite item is our small batter bowl. It's also available in a bigger one, which I think is 4 cups, right? Am I right? 8 cups. Oh, 8 cups is the big one? 8 cups for the big one.
I think Samantha's here, because I did not know that. This is all going to the same place, so I'm just gonna use the same thing.
Oh yeah, this is the 4 cup one. Okay, so that makes sense.
All right, so now we have our melted white chocolate chips. We're gonna add them in here with the strawberries and then just mix all of this together. This bowl gets a little bit hot, so just gonna make sure I don't burn myself. Mix this in. And then this just adds sweetness. I actually am not a white chocolate person at all. I don't like white chocolate. It's not real chocolate, I always say.
I love white chocolate on the other hand.
Do you?
That's a new love for me. Like my son's like, when did you start liking white chocolate?
Really?
Yeah.
That's so funny. So yeah, I don't usually like it, but it's really good in this recipe because it just adds sweetness and you don't really, at least I don't think you really taste white chocolate. You wouldn't know that it's in there necessarily. But it does add just the right amount of sweetness. So we're gonna just mix this together and then in the meantime, I'm gonna melt this a little bit more so it's more liquidy. Should we shove there's some on the side. You can get that down a little.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll just give this one more little push, a couple more pushes just to get it so it's mixed up. We've got our butter fully melted now. Oh, yikes. All right. Probably good. So we have the melted butter. We're going to pour it into our pancake. Actually, it's not the pancake. It's the batter mixer and dispenser. So this is the plunger part of it, and then this is the base. So you put, and it has like markings along the side: 1 cup, 2 cup, 3 cup, 4 cups. And on the other side, you've got milliliters. So you can fill this and then just kind of make your batters right in here. You don't have to dirty up a whole bunch of, measuring cups and bowls. You just do it all in one place. And then when you're done, this piece comes off on the bottom and you can dispense it right into your cake pan, or in this case, we're doing it in our brownie pan. So this is a great tool. We're going to start with the butter, and then we're going to mix in our strawberry and white chocolate mixture. If you want to mix that in.
Do we have the scraper? Should I just pour it in?
Yeah, you can use that. And then I just need to check and see what is next on our list here.
I think there's more butter than mixed.
I think so too. And I learned, this isn't in the directions, but I learned that if we don't mix it up a little bit before we start pumping all the ingredients together, the butter ends up at the bottom, and the very last brownie that you make ends up being mostly butter. So we're gonna just mix it up a little bit before we start. So what we're doing here is we're adding the butter, the strawberry mixture, and then we're gonna add brown sugar, 2 eggs, and some vanilla to this. So we need a cup of brown sugar. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that. So we're doing 1 cup of packed brown sugar. I'm just gonna dump that right in here. And then 2 eggs, which are in the fridge. I didn't take those out. It's on the other side.
Okay.
Yep. Oh, I have our plate on top of it. These were our snacks from earlier. All right, so we're gonna add 2 eggs to this. I'm gonna do this off camera just so that I'm over the counter. And I'll be back in 1 second.
These are another, did you show the measuring cups?
No.
I'll do that while you're doing that. These are another great product, which I love, and they're called our Easy Read measuring cups. So you can, if you see, you can put it on the counter and you can see it like at an angle of the different measurements. So these are coming 3 different sizes, 4 different sizes. 2 cup.
It's 1 cup, 2 cup, 4 cup.
And then 6 cups.
Oh, the little one.
The little one, yeah.
All right, so this is with the eggs. With this, I think I maybe was also supposed to add the vanilla. We are doing butter, sugar, eggs, vanilla, and strawberry mixture. So the vanilla is right here. It's a tablespoon. I just am gonna do an eyeball. About right. Good enough. Because I don't know where my tablespoon is at the moment. I'm gonna give this a quick stir just to kind of get some of the butter mixed in before we start. We're gonna add the dry ingredients now. And I just don't want all of the butter to settle. Because I learned that when I made these the last time. So that's good. And now we're gonna add a cup and a half of flour. So we're gonna use our 2 cup Easy Read measuring cup for that. Super easy. I technically could have just done it in here, but I think we wanted to show off the Easy Read measuring cups because I do love them. And then we're gonna do a 1/2 teaspoon of salt and a 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. So I'm gonna get that right from this drawer right here. I think that's 1 teaspoon. Here's a 1/2 teaspoon. And let me just make sure that that's the right amount. I'm pretty sure it is. Yep. So 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And then we're just going to combine everything here, right here in the dispenser. So it makes it really easy. We can just do it like that. Oh, this is a 1/2 tablespoon. I want to have a teaspoon. I'm like, wait a minute, this isn't the right size. That's too big. Where is my teaspoon? That is not it. I'll use this guy. So this is another thing that's pretty cool. Thank you, Sam. This is our adjustable measuring spoon. And you can see here, there are different measurements along it. And if you have space issues in your kitchen, these are great. They're great for campers. They're great for college students. They take up very little space. There's a big one and a small one. So you've got your tablespoon, half a tablespoon, etc., and then your teaspoon, half teaspoon, etc. So instead of having like 8 in your drawer, you have 2. They take up so much less space, and you just move it to where it needs to be. We're doing a half, and then that's easy peasy. So we're gonna add that in, and then we're gonna get our salt. Same amount. All right, so now we have all of our ingredients and we're ready to go. We're going to put our plunger onto the top of this, just like this, and we're gonna lock it into place, and then we just mix the ingredients like this. And you just do this until it's all mixed together. It doesn't take too long, a few pumps, it will be pretty much all mixed together and ready to dispense it into our brownie pan.
That's easy. We need to use ours.
Do you want to show them the brownie pan while I'm doing this?
Yes. This is one of our most popular items, is the brownie pan, and you can do more than just cook brownies in there. You can do like egg, I don't know what those things are called with them. What are those things called, Sherry? The like
egg bites,
egg
blondies.
Yeah, any kind of, you can put eggs. So you know those mini egg things.
Mini quiches, like, or yeah.
Yes. So you can do other stuff.
You can make mini meatloaves in it.
Oh yeah, we've done mini meatloaves in this. Yeah, so you can do dinner, breakfast, snacks.
All right, so we're all
mini lasagnas, so many things.
Yes.
If anybody is watching this and you're interested in learning what you can make in the brownie pan, we actually have a blog document that has, I think it's 15 things you can make in the brownie pan. So ask the consultant who invited you to watch this video if you're interested in getting a copy of that, so you can see kind of all the things that we recommend making in the brownie pan. And you can always come up with other things too. Anything that you can make in a regular cake pan, you can make in a brownie pan mini size, and then so much more, because you would never make a meatloaf in a regular cake pan. Okay, so with this dispenser, when you're done mixing it, it's a mixer and dispenser. So when you're done mixing it, you add this piece. There's a little piece that it comes with, and you add it to the bottom of the plunger so that it no longer is mixing and it now is ready to dispense. We're going to put this back in and get it right down to the batter level, and then we're going to lock it back up again. There's a little thing on the side here that allows you to do, I'll show you. It allows you to do different sizes. So you have a big, a medium, and a small. They're kind of equivalent to like the small scoop, the mid-size scoop, and the large scoop. So we're doing the large for the brownie pan. And then there's a cap on the bottom, and we're going to take that off. And once we take that off, now the batter will come right through this hole in the bottom. It's kind of it's a slit. It looks like it's closed, but when we depress this, it will fill up the brownie wells. So it's pretty cool. So let's see if I can get it to work right. I had a little trouble with it earlier, but I think I got it now. So we're just gonna hold on to here and give it one good depression. Ooh. And you can see it perfectly fills the well. And we just move on to the next one, and we're gonna just fill these up, and then we'll get this into the oven, which I actually have not even preheated because it is hot enough in here, and we did not want to be dying. So what I did was I made some earlier that I would be able to show you guys, so you can see what the finished product will look like. So I'm just going to dispense one good squeeze into each of the 12 wells, and then it's like perfect Blondies. They come out perfect. It uses just the right amount. We put the cap back on, and all done, easy peasy. And now, one last thing that we're gonna do is just cut the strawberries that are remaining. There are 6 left. We're gonna cut them in half and place a half a strawberry on the top of each brownie just for a pretty, so we have strawberries mixed into the batter, as you know, gives it that beautiful strawberry flavor. And then there's gonna be a little strawberry on the top of each one. So when they come out, they look so pretty, and they're such a huge hit when you bring them to a party or a barbecue. I read somewhere somebody was saying, actually in the reviews online, the reviews are really good. All these people were saying how much they love them. And one person said she made them for the 4th of July, and she did it with a little bit of whipped cream, strawberries, and blueberries, and made it a flag. That would be great to do also for a Labor Day party. So this is ready to go in the oven when the oven is ready for it, which will be in a little while when I can go into my air conditioned room. And in the meantime, we did make a batch earlier so that you could see them. This is how they come out. They look beautiful. I can't wait to try them. And we also have it. This is not available yet, this tray, but this brand new tray that's coming out September 1st is part of our new glazed stoneware. And it is a tray, and then it also is a lid for our new baker, which I can also show you because it happens to be sitting right here. And honestly, really does happen to be sitting right here. So this is the baker that it can be used as a lid for this, or just as its own, on its own as a tray. Beautiful, and that will be available on September 1st. And that's all we got for you guys. And since there's nobody on except our lovely Miss Sherry, I guess there are probably no questions.
Great job, ladies. You guys, whoever's listening to this later, after listening to the recording, if you have any questions, please reach out to your consultant and they will be able to help you with that. And thank you so much, girls, for doing this recipe for us. I learned a lot.
Oh, good. I'm so glad.
Yeah. So I'm gonna stop the recording.
Okay, great.
All right.